Shalom, shalom. I'd like to start off this lesson by giving all praises, glory, and honor unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kodash. Double honors to my teachers, the elder apostles, the elder bishops of Great Millstone, teaching and ruling well. Peace, salutations, and blessings unto the hopeful elect of the house of Israel. Lord willing, this lesson will be edifying, and it's pertained on how the Lord gives the Spirit, but He can also take it away. Okay, so be fearful. Okay, move with fear. Okay, knowing that salvation is not assured because you came into the truth. The same that endured until the end, the same shall be saved. Okay, so it's not the question of being in this truth, it's remaining in the truth until Yahushua returns. So it says here in 1 Samuel 9:26, and they arose early, and it came to pass about the spring of the day, that Samuel called Saul to the top of the house, saying, Up, that I may see thee, that I may send thee away. And Saul arose, and they went out both of them, he and Saul abroad. And as they were going down to the end of the city, Samuel said to Saul, Bid the servant pass on before us. And he passed on, but stand thou still a while, that I may shew thee the word of the Most High. Then Samuel took a vial of oil and poured it upon his head, and kissed him, and said, Is it not because the Lord, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, had appointed thee to be captain over his inheritance? When thou art departed from me today, when thou shalt find 2 men by Rachel's sepulchre in the border of Benjamin at Zelzah, and they will say unto thee, The asses which thou wentest to seek are found, and lo, thy father had left the care of the asses, and sorroweth for thee, saying, What shall I do for my son? And it says, Then shalt thou go on forward from thence, and then shalt thou come to the plain of Tabor, and there shall meet thee 3 men going up to the Most High to Bethel, and carrying 3 kids, and another carrying 3 loaves of bread, and another carrying a bottle of wine. And they shall salute thee, and give thee 2 loaves of bread, which thou shalt receive of their hand. After that thou shalt come to the hill of the Most High, where is the garrison of the Philistine. And it shall come to pass, when thou art come thither to the city, that thou shalt meet the company of prophets, going down from the high place, with the psaltery, and tabrets, and a pipe, and with a harp before them, and they shall prophesy. And the Spirit of the Lord will come upon thee, and thou shalt prophesy with them. Okay, you can't be a prophet unless the Lord has sent you, unless the Lord had ordained you, unless the Lord puts His Spirit in you, unless the Lord gives you His word, okay, gives you this knowledge, unless the Lord puts you in place with the proper teachers. Okay, you see, the Spirit of the Lord has to come upon you. That is the Holy Spirit. Okay, the separate spirit, you have to, so that you can attain unto the correct doctrine. Okay, so the Spirit of the Lord will come upon thee, and thou shalt prophesy with them, and shall be turned into another man. Okay, so having the Holy Spirit within you, it changes you. Okay, you see, because again, the spirit of wisdom cannot abide in a soul that is full of maliciousness. Okay, you see, the spirit of truth shall flee when the spirit of deceit appears. Okay, so you can't be in the truth and follow after Satan. Okay, for you to follow after Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, for you to be a prophet, for you to be a man of the Lord or a faithful believer, you have to be separate. You have to walk according to a certain behavior. Okay, you have a certain walk that you have to walk throughout. Okay, you see, so again, that you become a different man when the Lord is working in you. Become a different creature. Okay, because again, at that moment when the spirit as Samuel is prophesying unto Saul, he's telling him that a different spirit will enter into him. Okay, and then at that point he'll start prophesying. It's like you can't even force it, you can't even resist it. It's of the Lord. Okay, you can't resist it. It's of the Lord. He put that spirit in you. But again, there comes the fear of knowing that the Lord, just as He gave it to you, He can take it away from you. Okay, Job said it. Can we receive good and not evil from the Lord? Okay, you see, there's a lot of and just as the elder apostle Tahar coined this year the year of the apostasy, the false prophets and the sellouts. Okay, you see, This is the year where a lot of people are gonna fall out. Okay, this is the year where the hearts of many is gonna be revealed. Okay, either by not following the correct doctrine, or being vexed at reproof, being vexed at wise counsel. Okay, not following according to the Spirit of the Lord. Okay, you see. So again, the Lord can give the Spirit, but He can also take it away. And you need the Spirit to be a true servant of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, because the true worshipers of the Lord will serve Him in truth and in spirit. Without the Spirit, the Holy Spirit within you, you're not working with the Lord. The Lord is not dealing with you, man. Okay? You need the Holy Spirit. Okay? You see, you're not really in the truth until you have the Holy Spirit, and the Holy Spirit can be taken away from you, just as it happened unto Saul. Okay, and it says here, and let it be, when these signs are come unto thee, that thou do as occasion serve Salakia, that thou do as occasion serve thee, for the Most High is with thee. And it says, and thou shalt go before me. Okay, I'll just skip. It says here, verse 11, and it came to pass when all that knew him before time, Salakia. Yeah, it says here, verse 9, and it was so that when he had turned his back to go from Samuel, the Most High gave him another heart. The Most High gave him a different mind. The Most High gave him the Holy Spirit. Okay, so yes, the Holy Spirit was there before Yahushai. Okay, the Holy Spirit was mentioned before Yahushai. Okay, but that's what proves that you were that you were a servant of the Lord, if the Holy Spirit was dealing with you. Okay, but now the Holy Spirit is working with us even better, because now we have the full understanding, the complete understanding of how to serve the Lord through Yahushai. Okay, Yahushai has given us an example of how to truly be a servant of the Lord. Okay, through that Holy Spirit. Okay, because there's no way that the prophets could have done all these miracles in the times of old if they didn't have the Holy Spirit. They had it. They must have had it for the Lord to be able to work with them, deal with them. Okay, so it says here, the Most High gave him another heart, and all those signs came to pass that day. And when they came thither to the hill, behold, a company of prophets met him, and the Spirit of the Most High came upon him, and he prophesied among them. And it came to pass, when all that knew him before time saw that, behold, he prophesied among the prophets. Then the people said one to another, what is this that cometh to the son of Kish? Is Saul among the prophets? And one of the same place answered and said, but who is their father? Therefore it became a proverb, is Saul also among the prophets? Okay, so that is the saying that was going about during those days, because Saul wasn't a prophet. Saul was of the house of Benjamin. Okay, and again, for you to be in those times, for you to be a prophet, you had to be a Levite. Okay, those were the prophets. And again, the Lord does what He do. Okay, the Lord does what He does. He can choose whoever. Okay, you don't have to be of a lineage of Levi to be a prophet, because even now in this time, we're going to be a nation of kings and priests. Okay, unto the nations. Okay, see, you don't have to be a Levite anymore to be a prophet. Okay, but again, in the ancient times, the majority of prophets were Levites. Okay, unless I'm mistaken. Okay. And it reads, and again, that's the Lord giving the Spirit unto Saul. Okay, so again, but now the same Saul later on, because he had wickedness in his heart, I believe there's a precept where it says that an evil spirit entered into Saul. Let me see. Yeah, here we go. 1 Samuel 16 and 13. And again, all that happened because that was the will of the Lord. And again, because of Saul's disobedience. Because it says what? Disobedience is as the sin of witchcraft. It is better to obey than to sacrifice. Okay? Saul, at multiple occasions, disregarded the instructions of the prophets, and went about to do his own will. And that is why he lost the rulership. And just in a sense, just as Esau Edom will also lose the rulership, okay, due to riches gained by deceit, evil doing, okay. The Lord is going to take away the kingdom from the hands of the wicked and give it unto one that is profitable, which is Yahweh Shai and the hopeful elect, okay, and the elect, okay, the 144,000 under Yahweh Shai, okay. And it reads 1 Samuel 16 and 13. Then Samuel took the horn of oil and anointed him in the midst of his brethren, and the Spirit of the Lord came upon David from that day forward. So Samuel rose up and went to Ramah, but the Spirit of the Lord departed from Saul. Okay, the Spirit of the Lord departed from Saul. Okay, so if the Spirit of the Lord departs from Saul, that means what? An evil spirit, just as it says, and an evil spirit from the Lord troubled him. So not only that the Lord was not dealing with Saul anymore, but he sent the evil spirit to torment him, okay, to mess with his mind, okay. Because again, it says what? Pertaining to the parable, I'm not going to get it. I'm just going to paraphrase it quickly. And this as it says, when you clean your house, which is your body, your mind, your spirit, when you clean yourself and you walk in righteousness, the demons that you had in your body, the demons that were inside you, okay, they flee, okay, because now you're walking in the light. So it disturbs them, okay. So they leave. But when you go back into your filth, when you go back to your vomit, okay, the demon comes back with 7 other demons, with a multitude of demons, and your state is worse than your last, okay. Because again, Saul, if you read the story, he wasn't dealing, as it says, he wasn't dealing with familiar spirits. For time's sake, I'm not going to go into it because I'm about to start work. But at one point, before Saul died, he went and consulted with a woman that was calling up spirits, okay, with familiar spirits, okay. So he went completely left, okay. So at one point he was prophesying with the prophets, but then before he died, he went and dealt with the woman for witchcraft. He consulted a witch, okay, because the Lord was not dealing with them, okay. So you see the folly, how one day you can be with the Lord, and then the next day you could be a complete opposition, okay. And in your mind, you might think that you're doing the right thing, but again, the Lord has departed from you, okay. You see, so that's a fearful thing. The Lord can take away His Spirit from you. So again, do not take granted this knowledge. Do not take granted the brotherhood. Do not take granted the counsel. Okay, it's not for your. Don't bitch up when you get rebuked. Okay, it's not for our pleasure. It's for your benefit. Okay. Don't buck up when judgment comes upon you, when evil comes upon you. Endure. Okay, and hold fast. Cleave unto Yahweh. Those are the moments that the Lord wants you to call upon Him. Okay, you see. So again, you can be one day you can be in the truth, and the next day you can be back in the world, and by doing so, you're completely rejecting your salvation. All right. So that being said, Lord willing, this was edifying. Until next lesson, shalom, shalom, shalom.